All right. So Janelle, tell us what you got going on.
Oh man, the third year of the Creatology Experience Conference. I'm so excited. July the 11th through the 13th. It's definitely a place where creatives will just be able to have that safe space, and also provide those resources for creatives. I say that because 3 years ago I was actually diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, and a lot of people don't realize how much the mental health factor plays in creativity. So, and I know a lot of creators they deal with the same exact thing, but they just don't have that outlet. So that's where Creatology comes into play, is to provide that safe space to let creatives know that they are valuable regardless of the things that they are growing through, man. So it's super important. So on Thursday, we actually have a virtual meet and greet, so other creatives will be able to collaborate with other creatives. And then on Friday, we have an open mic / networking event. So we'll have different activities for networking and also open mic opportunities for artists to come perform. And then on Saturday, we have a workshop where we're going to be doing music production and songwriting. It's going to be hands-on, so it's not like no whole spiel of a lecture. No, you're going to be hands-on, so make sure you bring your stuff. And then that afternoon, we'll have a panel discussion focusing on the mental health aspect in the creative arts industry, but then also have industry professionals to come and talk about the money aspect of being a creative, also living your dream and living off of that and making that your career, but also people who are part of the Grammys as well. So we have a Recording Academy governor. He's going to be coming in there because I know a lot of artists, they're wondering, how can I get this Grammy? What do I need to do? And all of that stuff. So we want to provide those resources. So I'm excited.
So when you speak of creatives, could you let the people know what type of creative is going to actually be there that day?
Yes, for sure. So from the 3 years, we've had from business owners, from music producers, songwriters, film directors, music directors as well, accountants, poets. It's a plethora of creatives. I always say a creative is a person who has a vision and then they bring that vision to life. So in all honesty, all people are creatives, but those are the main ones that are usually in the building. So,
man, it's such a blessing for you to be given the people that are creatives and so a source of to display their talents on your platform, and that's a blessing. So how long have you actually been doing music yourself? Because you said you're a singer.
Yes, I've been singing since I was a little girl. Well, my mom said I've been singing since I was 4, but it started when I was in church, right there at Faith Temple. Missionary Faith Temple? I went to right down Palm. Yes. Yes.
I went to Faith Temple. I got baptized there.
Listen, so that's probably where I know you from.
Oh,
my dad's name is Bishop. James Richardson.
I gotta see him. I was young and I was in the choir. I was in the choir. I was in the youth choir. I'm a little older than you.
So yes, so I grew up singing in the church, and then from there, graduated from Blake High School, in choir. So it's just been embedded in me since I was a little girl. My whole family sings, and it's something that I love. It's a passion. It's not my purpose, but it's a passion. But that passion got me to my purpose. So I'm so grateful for that.
Oh man, that is amazing. That is amazing. Small world.
Small world. See, we knew each other was somewhere.
Yeah, I got
probably Ken.
I said you look like Ken. I didn't say it. Man, that's crazy. So you said you was diagnosed with a disorder.
Yeah.
Like, run us through that.
Yeah. So it started off when I was younger, and it just developed as I got older. I knew there was something that was going on, especially with my mental. I would think so far in the future, and I would worry so much. And I would just cry, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize the traumatic things and the events that I went through as a young person, as, a teenager, and then so on and so forth, how much it just developed. And until I put my foot down and was like, I need to go to therapy. Go to therapy, y'all. You hear me? Therapy. Mm-hmm. But until I put my foot down, I was like, man, I can't be feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? Why am I worrying so much to the point where I would get anxiety attacks and I had to go to the hospital? I ended up being diagnosed with an anxiety disorder. Thank God I don't have to go through medication and stuff like that. But when I realized that it affected me and my music, because it sheltered me, it prevented me from actually saying what I wanted to say as a songwriter, you know, because I grew up in the church and I was like, oh, what if they judge me? I don't know. What if I write this song? I really want to talk about love, but I don't know if they don't appreciate the love music. And like, I had to break free from that. And I did that with one of my albums called Crystal Clear. And I was just like, I just got to put my foot down and just start writing music that's for me, you know what I'm saying? Start performing and making my music authentic within myself. And I just use that platform because when people think of mental health disorder, they think about any type of disorder, they think of it in a negative light. Yes, it's something that we don't want, but it's a part of my journey and it's a part of my story. And I wanted to implement that and show people that, yes, I am growing through it because it's a daily practice, first of all. I still got it, you know what I'm saying? But I want to tell creatives that you may be growing through what you're growing through, whether if it is a mental health challenge, whether if it is financial situations, but you still can keep going. You still can achieve those dreams. You are still valuable. You can still do what God has placed you to do, regardless of what other people may say. So that's my passion. I'm getting passionate and emotional about
I love it. I love
it's the truth, man. We gotta let them know that. And like, I call myself the creative advocate because I advocate for creatives all the time. You know what I'm saying? I do want to provide that platform, but I want y'all to know that, yo, you can still do it. You can still do it. I stand 10 toes down on those things that I say for creatives because I know I did not have that growing up. You know what I'm saying? I had my mom, I had my dad, yeah, but like the people that support me, there were people who came and then left. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of creatives, they deal with that. They come and they leave. But I want to be that creative advocate for those people to be like, no, you gonna do this. You know you want to. It's in you, right? And you're not gonna give up because somebody needs you. So yeah.
So say if you had, are you against medication?
No, I'm not. I'm not against medication, but I always, me personally, I don't take it. But I always know that there is a natural way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? But if it gets to that point and if it's needed, by all means do what you have to do. I would say, like I said, there's always a natural way. So like for me, for example, because I can only talk for myself, when I spoke with my therapist, meditation, prayer, working out, eat what I put in my body, that plays a world of a difference. Writing, going back to the things that I love. I always say, go back to the kid in me. I love being by water, so I prioritize those things. You know, when I feel overwhelmed, I stop what I'm doing. I don't keep going. That grind, grinding all night, 24/7. I ain't about that life no more. You ain't gonna get that from me. You know what I'm saying? Grind till you no. You need to rest. Because I want to make sure that I give my 100%. So I prioritize those things to help with my mental health as well.
Yeah, because I'm ADHD, right? Yeah. I didn't know that until I was grown.
Listen, that adult ADHD is real. Ooh, squirrel, you know?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, exactly. I know, right? And it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, people from the outside looking in, they look like, man, Coach got it all together. Coach got it all together. And you don't know that sitting on the side of the bed sometimes. Some of the best conversations I have with myself. With yourself. So, and it's like, because don't nobody understand you like you do. Yeah. And you got to talk yourself through some things. And I just want creatives, I want coaches to know, I want sports athletes to know that it's okay to get mental help. Yeah. It's okay to do that. And especially, let's be real with us blacks. You know what I'm saying? I just want, all races to know, but mainly in our culture, the black culture, it's okay because I know when we grow up, what stays in the house, keep it in the house, those types of things. And it's just embedded in our minds, but we are in a place where we have to take care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep, having our cup empty and you expecting 100 and getting 100 out of that. You got to keep refilling and filling up yourself so that you can continue to pour out and allow it to overflow into other people. But if you don't take care of self, what makes you think you're going to give 100% to the other people? You know what I'm saying? So whatever you got to do, talk to yourself, talk to God, write it down, journal. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it looks like, we may have it all together, but it's all in communication, like talk. You know what I'm saying? I always say, I tell people, don't ask me how are you if you don't want the real answer. 'Cause I'm going to tell you straight up, don't ask me
y'all, you want to know the real answer or you want to know the fabricated answer? Because the strongest people we needed the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
People don't realize that.
Right. And I feel you on that one for
so
sure.
you've been in this industry for a while. And you know, you say people come and go. Like, how do you build trust with your team? Like, how do you do that?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. First off, prayer. Really, like now, I'm not saying I used to do that, but now I really ask God, I'm like, God, is this person for me? Please show me. And literally, he shows me. Whether if it's verbally, whether it's them just pushing themselves away, right? And then I also look at consistency. Consistency. And I also tell myself that there are different types of supporters, right? Where you put supporters in different categories. So there's spectators, there's mentors, there's fans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't your fan, but there are spectators. People who will like purchase your music and stuff. They may not go to your show, but you know, once I put those things into category, it relieves that stress off of me. But how I recognize the people who are like, you know, continuously there, like I said, the consistency, you know, the checking up on me, the you know, the understanding my vision, because everybody's not going to understand your vision. Everybody's not going to move forward with you, especially when you feel like you're moving backwards. The people who continuously uplift you every day, or you know, whenever they can. You know what I mean? So that's how I know for sure, like, who's for me. You know what I mean? So it took me a while to realize that, but I'm glad that I'm at that place of realizing.
You ever had to cut ties with anyone?
Oh, Coach Chain, I had to cut ties. I had to, because it was stopping me. It was stopping me from a lot. And sometimes even soul ties. Relationships from people. It was hard because I have abandonment issues. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, I don't want to let it go. You know, if I let, and then there goes the anxiety, you know. If I let them go, then, oh man, they're not gonna be my friend. But sometimes I had to learn how to let go and make room and space for the people who need to be there. So yes, I had to cut quite a few ties. Some people don't even know that I cut ties. You know, I just had to cut ties silently, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Some people, they cut ties on their own, and that's okay. And I have to be okay with that, because everybody is not meant to rise up to the occasion with you. And it's just something, it's life. That's what I had to realize, you know? Wow.
So when you put this team together to make this big event going on in Tampa, one of the biggest events ever for creators. So how did you build your team? Like, how did you started from the beginning, from scratch? You said, I'm gonna do this. How did you put your team together?
Oh man, it was just me for myself.
Yeah.
Coach Jay, you trying to make me cry. I say, no, the reason why I say that is because it has been an emotional ride. In the beginning, I started off with friends, you know, like Lillian, and you know, just you know, just friends. Like, hey, I got this vision. My mentor, she was there from the jump, and my friends who are creatives that have always believed in me, because I started off in music, so I like kept them, you know, oh, this is what I wanted to do. It was like, do it. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know, with my church, they were involved as well. And like my pastor, he was like, yeah, create it and make it like a conference, you know, because you're trying to cram everything all in one day. Make it a 2-day conference. And I was just like, okay, I'll definitely do that. And then, like, I partnered with Creative Collective, which is another entity that I was involved with. And then we just came together and we created the conference of Creatology. So that started off that way. First year was great, putting out the word. Second year, I was like, it has to be bigger. And then I asked other creatives, you know, sharing my vision, who were close to me, and people that I met along the way, they jumped on board. It was like, yeah, it's for it. And then my main thing was just getting sponsorships. So that was my main thing. So second year, it grew and it got bigger. And then third year, for some reason, it is getting bigger, but it was more challenging. A lot of people fell off. A lot. I'm not gonna lie. But my perspective had changed. I kept the people who stayed there, I focused on them. I just focused on them, and we still maneuvered and did what needed to be done, and it's being done. And God is really, really showing out, even with the little bit of funds that we have. People have been donating out of the roof, literally sponsoring an entire space. Wow. The entire space. That space is huge. So I just changed my perspective, and I'm just like, Janelle, like, look at what God is doing. Even though financially you may not have it there, but look at this person. They're donating this. That's money. You know what I'm saying? It may not come in like that form, but I leaned on to the friends and the people who have been there from jump, and I'm keeping them close because they're keeping that engine trucking, and the goal is to make it a nonprofit. The goal is to make it grow even bigger. I see it in Tampa Convention Center. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I see it internationally. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I said, it's bigger than me. It's scary, but it's bigger than me, and I know the team is going to grow. It has to. Because there is no other conference, and I say this with confidence, there's no other conference here who's somebody who is a Tampa native is doing something like this for creatives. So, yeah.
Now, out of all of the creatives, which one surprised you the most when you first met them?
How you going to ask that question?
No, I said surprised you the most, not which one, just...
Okay, surprised me the most. So, funny thing, well, I don't know if you know Dear Silas. He had that real famous, I ain't stressing the day. Yeah. He was actually on our panel discussion last year.
Okay.
And that was, when they agreed to that, I was like, what? I was like, okay, cool. So he came, he was so supportive. He was like, yo, Janelle, this right here, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would say Dear Silas, but like every creative, it's surprising to me because of the help that I've been getting from them, just the insight, like Ryan Copeland, and the list goes on. I surprised myself, I guess. That, I'm on year 3.
That's the answer.
I'm surprising myself. So year 3, because trust me, this year I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up so bad because I'm like, Lord, okay. But then one of my friends, C. Renee.
Yeah, C. Renee, a good friend of mine. You call C. Renee right now and say, get on the phone right now.
Get on the phone right now.
And say I'm here with Chain. Say I'm here with Chain. Put on speakerphone.
Okay.
Say I'm here with Chain.
All right, here, let's see.
Tell her semi. Tell her you here with semi/Chain. Watch what she say. Listen. Watch what she say. I hope if she answer, I guarantee you I check out. Somebody else had to find out.
I love C. Renee.
So she has a beautiful soul.
Our soul is so. She's just been inspiring me the entire time. She's one of the ones that have been on it like from the beginning. Like she believes in me all the time. Let's see.
She's probably busy.
Yeah, she's probably busy.
No, she'll probably call you back.
Let's see.
I want to hear some of them songs too.
What is it?
Yeah, she probably gonna call you back.
Yeah, she gonna call me back. Yeah, but yeah, she basically reminded me. She was just like, year 1 is the year where okay, I can do this. Okay. That year 2 and year 3, year 4, those are challenges.
I'm gonna tell you a story about C. Renee.
Yeah.
City Boy with it, the song.
Hey.
Dun 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 dun. She put that in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cause like she was on the panel last year, and like she was telling me like I was just shocked. I was like, "Stephanie, you did all this?" She was like, "Yes, yeah,
she bad. She's a real creative.
Oh, I love her so much. I thought she messaged me again.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh man, she was definitely a creative that just been so supportive of me, just encouraging words, and I call her Mama C. So like she's like a second mom to me.
She's been that for a lot of people, man. And I just want to let you know that Crunchtime Survivors is very proud of you of what you actually doing in the community and what you have accomplished so far. And that's really big. Yeah. It's really big because all our kids, especially our young kids, nowadays they're shy. The ones that actually are creators, they worrying about doing drill music. They got to realize there's so many avenues that they can tap into.
So many.
Like we need young actors. I feel like we need younger actors. I feel like
songwriters for movies.
For movies.
You know, we need voiceovers. We need songs for those movies. Like, there's so many avenues, right? Yes, music is an outlet, but baby, your craft, your creativity is you can do commercials. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand, like, you can work at Disney. You know what I'm saying? People don't. It's just like there's so much more. Like with me, for example, I sing at Disney, so you know what I'm saying. So it's like I do voiceover work. I did stuff for T-Mobile. You know what I mean? And it's just so much. Like, but learning those skills and using those resources of communication skills, knowing how to talk to those executives, knowing how to write your own pitch, you know, to them and stuff like that. Yeah. Those are important, especially in our community. Yeah. They gotta know these things. You know, you can't go on the internet. Yeah, bro, like, you feel me? You know, what's up, cuz? People like, oh, won't you? I'm not saying sound proper, but at least have some type of professionalism in what you are. Right. You know what I'm saying? Represent who you are. And I'm not saying don't be yourself. Be yourself, but then also know how to speak. Look at people in the eye. You can't be like, yeah, I'm trying to get signed. No, look at me in the eye. No, I need to be signed. You are the one that you need me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So not being cocky, but just being confident. You feel me? So yeah.
So go ahead. So like for you, when you said, you know, it was hard for you to get that creativeness because you were so shelled in, when you did finally release it, how many doors that open for you?
Oh man, a lot. So with that album, one of my albums that actually placed in the top 15 on the iTunes R&B charts.
Wow.
It was real music. Yep, I got proof. I got receipts.
Well, let us hear something. Get the intro. Let us hear something. Put you on the spot.
Oh, Lord.
Acapella, let's go.
Let's see. Okay, I'll sing a song that I do. It's called Maybe. It's one of my older songs, but here we go. Just because I'm not found doesn't mean that you're not on my mind every day, every time I think of you. There's just times where I'm caught up in life's gamble. Understand I have time and I still want you. Yeah.
Okay.
I start light some candles and man, go to the girls, man.
Come on here. Okay.
Light them candles.
Okay. Okay.
I like your style.
All right. Man. So here's a drop again for what's going on July 17th.
No, July 11th through the 13th. Come on, Coach Jay, you gonna be there.
No, we ain't live.
Yes.
Let the people know what's going on from July 11th to the 13th this year.
Let's go. So July 11th through the 13th, Creatology Experience Conference. Creatives, you need to be in the building. I'm talking about entrepreneurs, singers, songwriters, music producers, film directors, wherever you are. If you have a creative in you. I'm not just saying that because I want you all in the building. I want you to be there so that you can get the resources, so that you can know that you are valuable. You hear me? 1920 E Ybor, that's going to be on Friday. Thursday is going to be the virtual networking meet and greet, which you need to be there as well. And then Saturday, we're going to be at Creative Collective for our workshops and panel discussions. You need to be in the building. Let's go. Tampa, stand up. Let's go. What's up, everybody? My name is Janelle with the apostrophe, and I am a real Crunchtime Survivor. Stop playing.
Yes, sir.